This is Unit 3, Week 2, question number 5. What was happening between France and England are at war, as they often were for many hundreds of years. Like they fought a war called the 100 Years' War. Anyways, early 1800s, they're fighting. America, as all throughout U.S. history, wants to trade. With who? Both. Both sides make money, not war. But what's happening is each one is demanding and trying to pressure us to trade with the other and interfere with our commerce, try to help us trade with their country and interfere with commerce with the other one. So there's a high demand for our farm goods, military supplies, things, but both sides don't want us to trade with the other. In fact, the demand for goods and sales doubles between 1803 and 1805. But the French, what are they doing? They're trying to prevent our ships from landing in British ports. They're trying to interfere with our path and our transit of goods. The British, they're trying to block off our access to French ports on the European mainland. The British are also doing something called impressing our sailors, not with song dance routines. Impressing them means what? Taking a press gang, finding American soldiers in bars on shore, drunk, or Americans, drunk, whatever. You chain them up, press them into service. They wake up, they're serving in the British Navy. They then ask them, do you have paperwork to prove you're Americans? They say no. Well, guess what? The difference in an American and a British? Not much. Now you're in the British Navy. By the way, many British sailors, merchants, non-military sailors, carried fake paperwork claiming they were American. So if they were impressed, they could say, hey, we're American. So the real Americans are getting forced into service. This impressment also comes right off the shore. Not just offshore, but off boats. One boat will pull up to another one. A British battleship pulls up to your merchant trading vessel with guns pointed and say, we'll take 3 of you. What do? You give 3. In American waters, in the Chesapeake Harbor, Chesapeake Bay, major bay from Baltimore down around DC, major inlet waterway of the East Coast, the HMS Chesapeake, so the USS Chesapeake and the HMS Her Majesty's Leopard, a British Navy vessel, pulled up in American waters and demanded that supposed escaped runaway Americans or runaway British servants be turned back over to their navy. So they're forcing us to give up our sailors in our own waters, angering a lot of Americans, many Americans are demanding war. So merchants are losing money, sailors are being forced into service, and both the British and the French are interfering with our ability to trade with the other side, leading to calls for war. And that's it from some guy in an Aloha print shirt.